Hello my darlings and welcome. Let's make a spell candle themed to the Zodiac sign of Cancer. Ruled by the moon, Cancer are known for their emotional intelligence, devotion, and sensitivity. They're often nurturing and loyal. Let's do some magical crafting. This video is part of a series where I create 12 different Zodiac sign spell candles and talk about the magical properties in the ingredients of each one. Candles are used in all kinds of magic and ritual: witchcraft, conjure, ceremonial magic, root work, and folk practices. Craft your candles to align with your magical goals by adding oils, herbs, gemstones, colors, or symbols. Most importantly, as you create your candle, infuse it with your intention. If your traditions call for it, you may wish to bless your candle, chant or speak words while creating it, invoke a deity, or pray over it. I begin by weighing out my soy wax flakes and melting them over a very low heat. I've created a Book of Shadows page for this spell candle recipe. It explains the magical correspondences of the color, the herbs, and the crystals in this candle. If you'd like to download a PDF of this grimoire page, you can visit Magical Crafting on Patreon at the link below the video. My patrons can download recipes, Book of Shadows pages, artwork, and more, all provided as PDFs. Melt your wax slowly over a low heat and do not boil or burn your wax. If you see any smoke, your wax is burning. Turn the heat down. As the wax begins to melt, this is the perfect time to add your energy and intentions as you stir the liquid. When making your candle, incorporate the ingredients you have on hand. You do not have to include all of the ingredients I show in this video. As always, my tutorial should only be a starting point for you to develop your own craft. Once the wax is completely melted, it's time to add the ingredients into the liquid. Make sure to turn the heat off before adding anything into the wax. I'll be adding several flowers and herbs into my wax. I chose these ingredients because they're magically correspondent to the Zodiac sign of Cancer. The first ingredient is catnip. Well known for its effect on cats, catnip can also be used in magic for joy and happiness and attracting love. Its aphrodisiac properties can be employed to increase passion, desire, and connection between partners. It's also used in protection magic and divination. The second ingredient is chamomile. Associated with the summer months it blooms during, chamomile is renowned for its ability to soothe and calm both the body and the mind. Used in magic for healing, love, dream work, and purification, chamomile is used in spells or rituals aimed at bringing peace, tranquility, and emotional balance. The third ingredient is jasmine, a fragrant flower associated with the moon. Jasmine represents sensitivity, intuition, and emotional healing. This flower promotes a sense of calmness, harmony, and emotional balance. It's used in love spells, moon magic, psychic work, and spiritual cleansing. The fourth ingredient is passion flower. Passion flower is associated with love, desire, and sensuality. Used in spells for attracting a passionate romantic relationship or increasing the intensity of existing partnerships. Renowned for its calming properties, it can be used in magic to promote relaxation, alleviate anxiety, and soothe emotional turmoil. Some other options for herbs and flowers that correspond to Cancer are water lily, rose, lemon balm, and aloe vera. Once you have included the ingredients you want inside of the candle, it's time to add a color. I'm using a color that corresponds to the sign. For Cancer, I'm using silver or a very pale gray to represent silver. Other colors that correspond to Cancer are white, pale blue, and sea green. In color magic, silver is associated with the energy of the moon, intuition, and feminine power. It's often used in magic for psychic abilities, divination, and the exploration of the subconscious mind. Silver is associated with mysticism and intuition, emotional depth, and a nurturing nature. Make sure to add enough dye to the wax to make the liquid appear darker than the final color you want. The wax will lighten as it cools, which will lighten the colorant you've added. You may wish to add an essential oil or a perfume oil to scent your candle. This is optional. You may want to leave your candles unscented for many reasons, including potential allergies. I'm using jasmine essential oil. This will bring the magical qualities of the flower into the candle and into my home. Next, it's time to pour the wax into the container. Make sure that you use a fire-safe container and never use anything plastic or anything flammable. I've chosen a jar that has a wide opening so that I can add glitter and gemstones to the top of the candle. It's easy to fill and not likely to tip over when lit for fire safety. I'm putting a small piece of double-sided tape on the bottom of my candle wick to stick it into the jar. And then I'm using 2 chopsticks, one on each side of the wick, and a binder clip to ensure that the wick stays centered in the jar and to create a straight up and down wick that will not droop. You can also tie the wick to a chopstick or skewer, or use a clothespin to hold the wick, whatever you have at home that works with your container. Then slowly and carefully pour the wax in and scoop in any of the ingredients that have settled to the bottom. Leave your candle to cool and for the wax to firm up. The wax in my 5-ounce candle becomes somewhat firm in about 1 hour. The amount of time will vary depending on the size of your candle. Once the wax is cooled, you can add ingredients to the top of the candle. I like to use a heat tool to melt a little bit of the surface wax to adhere glitter and gemstones to the top. I love to add glitter to all of my crafts. I'm sprinkling some silver glitter on the top of this candle. I'm also adding moonstone gemstones. Often considered the primary gemstone for Cancer, moonstone enhances intuition, emotional balance, and feminine energy. This gemstone promotes a sense of calmness and harmony, which can be beneficial to those with a sensitive and nurturing nature. A candle created magically in your sacred space and with great intention can bring extra power and purpose to your magic. There are many ways to use this spell candle. Specifically, I will use mine in a new moon ritual on the new moon in Cancer. If your sun sign is Cancer, burn this candle to invoke the natural gifts you possess, or light this candle on your birthday to amplify the best qualities of your sun sign. This candle can be used by anyone to amplify all magical work done during Cancer season, or to embrace Cancer energy. In particular, it would be useful in magical workings relating to relationships, caregiving, parents, ancestry, or heritage. Focus energy towards visualizing your goal happening as you light your candle and as it burns. When the candle has completely burned through, you may wish to remove the gemstones, which are now supercharged with the energy of your intention. Keep them and use them in further magical workings or give them back to the earth.